Hi everyone, I'm Valeria Baudo and I work at METID Politecnico di Milano as project manager. I'm also part of the FOSTWOM project and I'm passionate about gender balance. Underrepresentation of women in STEM is a matter of fact. Designing MOOCs with a gender balance perspective can be part of the solution. Seeing role models and sharing success stories of women in the STEM context is a good way to make girls and young women imagine themselves in the same role. In this lesson, we will analyze the efforts made by the FOSTWOM project team in order to mitigate the problem. In FOSTWOM, we believe that it is our responsibility as MOOCs developers and designers to promote gender equality and provide better opportunities for MOOCs participants to access high-quality content in a gender-balanced environment. So we created a toolkit that is available on the FOSTWOM website. You will find the link in the materials of this MOOC. The toolkit explains the rationale behind this underrepresentation with the final aim of make women working in the STEM subject and involved in STEM MOOCs more visible, avoid gender stereotypes in STEM content and activities, design assessment and learning activities in a gender-conscious way, use inclusive graphic design, use real-life applications of relevant content for STEM careers, promote a gender equality discourse that highlights and problematizes women's underrepresentation in STEM. How can we do that? We have created a practical tool for MOOCs developers. It is called the FOSTWOM checklist. Let me briefly explain the idea behind it, how we suggest using it in your daily work and also its limits. First of all, this checklist applies a non-judgmental approach. It is not about giving a MOOC the status of good or bad or saying this is right or this is wrong. Our main purpose is to make people reflect, use their critical sense and design MOOC content in a more inclusive way. The idea of creating a checklist is to give a very practical tool for MOOCs developers. It has been designed with the idea of being effective and easy to use. We know that in a MOOC design process there are many things to be taken into account. It is not in our intention another checklist to be filled, but an easy tool to help you not to forget this gender balance perspective in this messy process of creating a MOOC. We can suggest using it from the very beginning and in every phase of the development. You can print it, put it on your desk and look at it whenever you need to. We have divided the items of the checklist into some categories in order to make them more practical to be used in your daily work. Let's have a look at them one by one. The first category is about general principles to be taken into account in the early design phase. It focuses on making space for women in the MOOC. We then move to the content and the storytelling of the MOOC to give you some tips about how to make it more inclusive towards women. Another important aspect is the language of the MOOC. Some languages are grammatical gender languages. In these cases, the risk of using universal masculine is behind the corner. But we will give you some tips to develop a gender-aware language. And last but not least, there is the category related to videos and images that play a crucial role. Have you ever thought about how powerful an image can be? We will explore each category in detail in the following lessons of this week. You will find two slightly different versions of the checklist. One checklist is addressed in particular to the content expert, the person in charge to develop the content, mainly the teacher. The other one is addressed to the visual designer, the person in charge of the production of videos and the creation of graphical elements and images in the MOOC. Instructional designer should use both together and keep under control the consistency between the two and look at ways to compensate in between the two perspectives anytime something is not doable in one or the other. We consider the checklist a continuous work in progress and it is open for suggestions and improvements. We will be more than happy to receive hints from people with different expertise and backgrounds. The checklist has been released with an open license in order to give you the possibility to readapt it to your own scenario. We will provide more details on reusability in week 3. Finally, consider that the checklist can be a good starting point, but it is far from being exhaustive. We are aware of its limits. It has been designed by a team of experts as diverse as possible, but we are all European. This kind of sensitive content can be perceived in different ways according to your country and culture. Another great limit is that, according to the aim of the FOSFON project, we refer just to women and men, but we know that this is not enough to describe the whole humankind. We will discuss about it in week 3. We made every effort to be as respectful as possible of everyone's diversity so far. Our main purpose is to raise awareness about the importance of creating gender-balanced MOOCs with the help of a tool for MOOC practitioners. And practitioners are the ones that can help this tool evolve in an even more effective direction, so your feedback is welcome.